George Watts, what's up? Good to see you, buddy. First in the room tonight. Look at you. Wow. Paul McNeil, what's up? Good to see you, man. JCB, good to see you. David Snyder, Mr. Carrier himself. He'll have to fill us in, George. Silas, is that correct? Is that your grandson? Victor, what's up? Mike SSI, good to see you guys. Welcome to the show, welcome to the show, welcome to the show. Oh, that is, am I pronouncing that right? Silas, is that correct? Victor just flew his F104. And how did it go? Good flight? Everything good? David yourself, what's up? Good to see you, man. Craig Beaven, what's up? Blitz RC, hey, good to see you, man. Jerry, what's up? Yeah, he's still flying out there in the far west. We're in total darkness over here, but he's still flying over there. Wild Bill, what's up? Thank you, man. Yeah, I found out what was wrong with the camera. Somehow I had some kind of chrome filter on. So I'm guessing what it does is take green and chromes it out. Probably be used in a black screen, a green screen type. I don't know why that was turned on, but yeah. So I found that on, turned it off. Hadn't tested it until right now, and yes, now the green's correct. And that's a pretty good representation of what you're seeing now. That's really the color green it is. F you, Air Marshal. It's still funny. Tim, what's up? You good to see an airplane? Oh, come on! You want to see? You guys really don't want to see Wild Willie? Come on, guys! I need a little love for Willie. He's a nice guy. He's a cutie. That's funny. Oh, you dog. No, you can never play with your Willie too much. You're wrong. If you're playing with your Willie too much, you're doing it wrong. Less pressure, more lube. Well, there you go, Jerry. That's a keeper right there. Yeah, George agrees. Word for word. Yeah, but I don't need glasses yet, so I'm okay. You know, until I need glasses, I'm good. What? Who said that? Yeah, that's that. I got a bunch of that coming up. I'm going to build all these balsa planes that have been laying here forever. Yeah, as soon as the garage is up. Getting close, getting close, getting close, guys. We're getting there. It's 4 more days. Just 4 more days. They start putting it up. I'm not sure. So, okay, guys. So, I am not. All I've done since the accident is take care of the wife in her car. Getting her car ready to be towed away, finding her a replacement car. It's just taking all my time, so I'm not getting anything done for this to go to Birmingham. Um, oh, you're talking about your dancing wing, George? Yeah, I haven't ordered one yet. Um, not no money right now for it. No time to play with it. Just I'm just running wide open right now. I have no time for anything. So yeah, that yeah, David, it is. It's really. I don't know if you've seen one in person, but it really is. You know, it's a great model. You know, it's and it's a pretty good value package that they put together. I was hoping it was going to stay a little lower than that, especially since this is a discounted price. But um, I was hoping this was going to be the normal price, and we were going to get a $4.99 discounted price. But hey, you know, what are you going to do? I'll probably still get one. I like the plane. Just not right now. What is my favorite plane to fly? Well, um, I still think my Carbon Z T-28. Because not only does it fly fantastic, but um, it just looks so good in the air. It's so damn big, and the presence in the air it's so cool to look at it while you're flying it, and that's really where what I get off on, guys, is you know when I'm flying this thing and it puts a big smile on my face when it comes by, and I go, damn, I'm flying that. That's mine. I'm flying it. That just really puts a smile on my face. So, I mean, I have a lot of nice airplanes. Don't get me wrong, a lot of nice airplanes. But if I had to sell them all and keep one, I think it'd be the Carbon ZT-20. It's a toss up between that and the Flex RV-8. And I think if I had to get rid of them all and keep just one, it would be one of those two. Yeah, it's coming back, Jeff. When it gets here, you got to jump on it. Don't wait around. Just jump on it, because I think they're going to sell out fast. Ron, what's up? Boss 223, good to see you. Jeff in Lower Alabama, what's up? How you doing tonight, Don? Good to see you, man. So, it's like Ryan said the other night in the show. Yeah, pick your favorite kid. you know? How do you do it? How do you pick one? Jim P, what's up? Good to see you, man. Yeah, so it's just it's a really tough call, because I have so many. Well, like I said, I've got over 100 airplanes, and there's so many of them that I absolutely love. And then there's a bunch that I like them. I don't want to get rid of them, but if I had to get rid of something, those would be the ones that would go first for sure. Yeah, Jeff, it came. I told you that twice in your chat, but you didn't see it. I was trying to find the trophy emoji. I was going to put the whole row of trophies up. I couldn't find it fast enough. You signed off too fast. But yeah, so yeah, if you guys hadn't noticed, right there is my World Cup right there. And I'm wearing my orange shirt, even though the next orange one I get will be Jeff in Lower Alabama or the World Cup shirt. So I wore this in honor of that and the trophy. Yeah, it came today, Jeff. Exactly, like Jeff said, I love so many of my planes. It's hard to get rid of any of them. I do have to make. I have room for my jelly beans now. Now the lid don't come off this, I don't think. This trophy's, yeah, it's solid. It's got a lid on it that don't come off. Now the big cup I had out here last week is gigantic to this, and it's open. So yeah, I can really fill that up with some jelly beans. So Juno, what's up? Good to see you, man. Oh, that's fine, Jeff. There's no hurry. You don't have to send them next day. Don't spend the extra money on that. Just send them regular mail. Cheapest way here. There's no hurry. So don't. It's not that big a deal. I'm glad to get them. It's not a priority thing at all. Just happy to get them. So, but yeah, so getting back to favorite airplane, the Tiger Cat's awesome. It flies great. It looks great. Love the landing gear. I just love watching the landing gear float on the runway. I really love the new Corsair. The FMS Corsair is super nice. I really love that airplane. I don't know what some of these guys that are saying it's underpowered. Mine feels great. It's not underpowered at all. You know, it's not 100+ mile an hour by any means, but it's by far not underpowered. The plane flies fantastic, so I love it. I love flying it. Flies both. You know, I was afraid to roll. I'll be honest. I was afraid to fly the Tiger Cat inverted because I just love the plane so much that I don't want to hurt it, and I don't want to take chances hurting it. But I finally got the courage to try it. I thought, well, you know, all right, let's try it. That thing flies fantastic upside down. I wasn't expecting that. For some reason, I just didn't think it would fly good inverted, but it flies great inverted. So does the Corsair. So I can tell you what doesn't fly great inverted. It does fly inverted, but not great. Is the FMS Beaver. You can't slow it down inverted. You know, as long as you got your speed up, you know, a lot of power, it flies fine inverted. But once you start slowing it down, it starts to really like labor and get all wonky on you. And you know, but like I said, as long as you keep the power up, it flies fine upside down too. But the other ones don't seem to matter. You can slow them down and they just keep, you know, as long as you keep your oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Keep your flight attitude. You know, don't get it. You know, don't start high alpha and invert it. You know, keep the nose level, keep the power up enough to keep the nose level, keep it flying level. Don't get it into that wonky high alpha inverted. It's fine. You know, so I just make sure I do that. And oh, I love the P40. Yeah, right. So I had it out not too long ago. I took it out and flew it around. Yeah, love that plane. Now, if I was going to say any of them are underpowered, I'd say that one is slightly underpowered. Not a problem because it's so light that it flies. I mean, it gets airborne so quickly, even though it's barely moving. It's like the T-28, you know. But the T-28's heavy, but it's still, because of the amount of wing it has, gets airborne really easy. And the P-40 has as much wing as the T-28, so same thing. You know, you get that thing rolling down the runway and it just wants to take off. And it doesn't take off and then want to stall. It'll keep flying because it's so damn light. But yeah, it just gets in the air instantly. So, you know, when you throttle that one up, you know, it's probably only doing about 60, I'd guess, top speed. Where the Corsair was doing 72 and then 79, I think, at with the other prop on it. The P40's not that fast, but it flies fantastic. It's because the wing loading's so light. It doesn't try to fall out of the sky at all. It just flies, you know, no problem. So, Quinn, you leaving already? You out of here? All right, man. Roland, what's up? Good to see you, man. So, so anyway, yeah, I love the P40. Um, I don't have an LX P47, Jeff. I'm not even. I don't think LX makes a P47. I don't think. If they do, I'm not aware of it. I don't know if LX makes a P47. Um, no, the Carbon T28 is bigger than the Flex, but they're very, very close in size. And when I say bigger, okay, so here's what I mean. The girth of the fuselage on the T28 and the Flex RV8 are massive. They're you know, like this big around. The battery bay, you can put like 4 transmitters in it. They're just massive airplanes. Um, the wings are much longer on the T-28 because the RV-8 has stubbier but fuller wings. You know, they're not tapered like the T-28 wings. They're straight out. So they're stubbed up. They're cut off. They're not full 80-inch wingspans like the T-28 is. They're probably closer to 72-inch maybe, or 70-inch, somewhere around there, I guess. Um, but because the wings aren't tapered and they're like this freaking wide, there's a lot of wing there, huge amount of, and that plane's very light also. You know, there's everything in there's hollow foam. It's hollow foam with some very thin plywood, you know, bulkheads and reinforcements here and there. It's not a big solid foam wing like the T-28 is. You can, if you squeeze the wing too hard, you could, you know, literally put your fingers through the wing and put holes in it. Not dents in it, holes in it, you know, because it's hollow. It's hollow foam, so you got to be a little careful, not crazy like. Oh, the LX Corsair, yeah, Jeff, that I love that airplane. I can't wait to fix it. Once the hangar's built, I can get it out there and have room to put it on a table or in the airplane stand or do something with it, so I can change out the landing gear. All I got to do is change the landing. I have brand new FMS landing gear to put in it. If I can't fix the gear that's in it, which is just reattaching a string, it's probably a leader line like on fishing. You know, it's the steel, the real fine steel line at the end with the spinner things on it, spinner hooks on them. I believe it's probably that is what the gear is, and it came unattached. So I just, if I can't reattach it, then I'm just going to change it out to the FMS gear. It just, you know, LX oversimplifies. You know, to put a landing gear that automatically rotates to the flat position so that they'll go up into the wing, and to tie a string to it so that when the gear starts to go down, it pulls the string or the leader line and rotates it into position, just seems a little too hokey to me. You know, it's like, why not just do it like everybody else? You know, they've perfected that twist and turn deal years ago, and why they didn't want to go with that, because they use string pull for everything, closed doors, open doors, you know, all kind, you know, retractable gear to have the door follow it. You know, they don't use steel, little tiny steel bent rods that you can adjust or any of that. They just put a string on it, and usually it's a string too. Now on the landing gear, these are steel, those steel leader line kind of things, but mostly it's string, some kind of industrial carpet thread, I'm guessing. They tie to the door or whatever, and when something moves, the string tightens up and pulls it with it. You know, it's just the way LX does it. These are some of the hokey things that LX model does that you have to put up with, you know, for lack of a better word. Yeah, it could be a dollar thing, Jeff, but I really don't think they're saving. Um, you know, I mean, if they're saving a penny and they have to replace 1 out of 3 landing gear because the line breaks, you know, are they really saving anything? And at the same time, customer relations aren't going well because, you know, LX has that reputation of, you know, selling junk or, you know, cheap crap, and, you know, they still have that Chinese mentality. We haven't swayed them over to thinking like Americans yet. You know, FMS and the others, Hobby King, you know, we've got them trained, but LX is still going to do it their way. You know, they're still going to do their Chinese way, bang good way. LX is a company. It's called Lands. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can pronounce it for you. Oh, that's Dynam. Where's my LX box? Yeah, LX stands for Landquist or something. There you go. Dave Snyder just put it up. So yeah, that's the real name of the company, and LX is just short. It's been sold at Banana Hobbies forever. There were a couple other companies handling them in the beginning. Bananas stayed with them; they're still selling it. And personally, like Dynam, again, not the top shelf quality wise, but they're getting a lot better. Um, the I like LX models. You know, I can deal with some of the corny things they do, like the string pulling the gear closed stuff. But you know, that's just the way they do it. Yeah, you gotta, uh, you just gotta, you know, put your mind to it that if you want a 1600 millimeter Corsair with a three-bladed prop, folding wings, beautiful paint scheme, great flying airplane, for a lot less money, then you're gonna have to put up with some deficiencies, you know, and you can choose to fix them or re-engineer them. You know, some of the stuff I've had to re-engineer, which works much better, and then sometimes I just replace it with something better. You know, the A10, I've just bought the FMS A10 gear and put that in the plane. That worked out fantastic. Um, and that might be the situation with the Corsair once I, you know, get a good look at that landing gear and see what's wrong with it. If I can fix it, I'll fix it and save my uh, FMS gear for something else or spares for my Corsair. And if not, I'll just gonna put them on the plane. I'm not really worried about it. I already spent the money for them, so and you know, I'll be all honestly, I might just put them on anyway. Even if I can fix the original gear, I still might put the FMS gear on it. They look better. They're definitely stronger. They're oleo shocks, not just springs and or solid wire. So, Paul, I'm still trying to go. I was saying earlier when I started the show tonight that all I've done for the last since Sunday is help my wife, uh, you know, from the car crash, uh, get the car unloaded, get the car ready to be serviced, you know, or hauled away, looking for a replacement car for her. We've been spending a boatload of time, you know, trying to get her situated and get her a car. So I haven't had time to do anything else, and I have so much to do to get ready for Birmingham. So, so yeah, I'm as it is right now. I'm still going to try to go. Um, if I can't, if we don't get her a car before, I think I'm. See now they're talking about going to the museum on Wednesday, which I really want to go. Um, it happened Sunday, Bill. She was in a bad car accident, very bad, and all the airbags were out. She's black and blue all over the place. She just came from the doctor. She's got a broken rib on her right side over here. That's why she's been in so much pain over here. So she's got one broken rib. Um, she's black and blue. Her nose hit the airbag on the wheel, and they thought it was broken at the hospital. They say it's got a microscopic fracture, so it doesn't need any alignment or anything. It's fine. It's perfect, and it'll heal just fine. But she's got a small fracture in her nose and on her sternum, both. Both are just microscopic fractures. No problem. Don't need to be set. The bone will fill right back in, grow back. It'll be fine. The rib, same thing. The rib's going to heal just fine. But she's in a lot of pain. So through all the pain, we're trying to find her a car because she doesn't have a car. If we don't get her car before Birmingham, I can't go because she doesn't have any. Well, that's not true. we did go get her a rental yesterday, so yeah, I can't even keep it straight. Yeah, she's got a rental already, so we're all right. You know, so I could still go. It just depends how good she's feeling, um, and how ready I can be. Because right now I'm not ready. I've been trying to get. I changed the oil in my generator, so I want to make sure that was ready, and I still have to clean out the trailer because the trailer is an absolute pigsty right now. Um, so, um, thank you, Jim. Yeah, everybody's been super great, and I've told her all about all you guys asking how she's doing and praying for her and everything. So she's gotten those messages. I tell her every night that everybody's still thinking of you. Um, but yeah, so it's definitely screwed up everything for me as far as getting ready for the garage, getting ready for the I took all the form boards down on the concrete, getting ready for that, and I haven't even finished cleaning that up yet. I want to pressure wash the concrete before Monday, so that they have a nice clean surface. And I want the cracks, the expansion joints to be open, and then so yeah, just a lot of things going on all at the same time. I want to change the oil in my car before I go. I want to change the tranny fluid, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. Um, so, but yeah. So anyway, we're striving for it, Paul. I'm going to do my best. I really want to go, and now I want to get there early Wednesday so I can go to um, shit Huntsville to the missile launch museum. I didn't find that out until just a couple days ago that Scott has that planned for Wednesday. That we're going to take a trip to the to missile site, and then to a big hobby shop that he's very impressed with how he's marketing everything, and he wants us all to see this fantastic hobby shop. So I guess we're not going to leave until like 10 or 11, maybe noon. So if I can get there by that time on Wednesday, I'll be able to go on the trip to. I wish they were doing it Thursday. It'd be a lot easier to get there early Thursday. But the hobby box, is that what it is? Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, so that's the story. That's where I'm at. I'm trying to get. Trying to get there as best I can. So oh God, you're killing me now. Which one would I keep, the Tiger Cat or the RV8? Oh crap. Um, boy, that's a tough one. Um, Probably the RV8 because um, I can. It'll do more things flying wise. You can 3D it. It's a night flyer. I can fly it at night. I can. It's a great flying airplane. It's got the aura in it, so it's got the it's not safe by any means. But it's a gyro that just keeps the plane wherever you point it is where the plane's going to go, and it won't deviate from that. It's just going to go where you point it. It doesn't have self leveling or any of that in it. But it does have a very sophisticated gyro in it that keeps it steady whatever way you point it. So it's an extremely good flying plane. It's a lot of fun to fly. You can, like I said, you can do anything with it. You can slow fly it, almost stole it, short takeoff and landing. It slows down just like the Carbon ZT-28. You can damn near stop it and just set it down, so it doesn't need any runway at all. You can land that plane in 20-30 feet. Um, so yeah, it's just a really good airplane. Um, I like scale, which it's a scale airplane. An RV-8 is a real airplane, but the detail on the Tiger Cat, the FMS Tiger Cat, it's unbelievable. The rivets, the panel lines, the landing gear, especially the landing gear. Um, there's just so much to love about that airplane, especially if you're a World War II guy. You want a warbird. Um, it's a phenomenal airplane. Rich says it all the time, and I think I agree with him. It probably is the best warbird on the market. Just head and shoulders over anything else. Get 12-minute flight times with a single 6S battery, a 5000 6S with twin engines. It's amazing. But versatility wise, you're not going to want to fly the Tiger Cat in high crosswinds. You're not going to want to fly it. You can't fly it at night. You're not going to 3D it. You're going to fly it around scale. Pretty much like a scale warbird, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the RV-8 gives you the option to 3D it, fly it around scale. All kinds of flight, and then fly it at night too. So you just have a lot more options. If you have the RV in your trailer or your car, there's never going to be a situation at the field when you're going to say, "No, I'm not flying it today. It's to this, to that." Whereas the Tiger Cat, you may get to the field with a 15-20 knot crosswind. You're probably not going to want to take the Tiger Cat up. You're going to be like, I don't think I want to risk it. It's too nice airplane. I don't think I want to risk it. I'll fly something else today. Whereas the RV-8's the plane you're going to go get in that situation. That's the plane you're going to grab first, because it'll handle it beautifully. So that's why I love both these airplanes a lot. So it's a really tough call. But just because the RV-8 would give me more opportunity to fly it in more conditions, night, windy, crosswindy, I think I'd probably take that. But man, I'd hate to have to make that decision. God, I would hate to make that decision. That would just suck. So the 1100 millimeter Typhoon, no. From FMS, no, I have not flown that. Yeah, no, I haven't had the opportunity to fly that one. So, David, would you? I'm going to ask you the same question then, because I know you must have both. Tiger Cat or Carbon ZT-28? And why? That sounds like a good trip. George, are you talking about going to Huntsville for the missile museum? Is that what you're saying? It sounds like a good trip. Um, so my brother's in the room. So everybody say hello to Keith. That's my brother. Um, Deb had a car accident. She's hurt pretty bad. That happened Sunday. Um, she's all right. I mean, she's nothing life threatening or anything, but she's pretty beat up. She's pretty sore. She's got a broken rib, a light fracture on her sternum and her nose from hitting the airbags. Black and blue all over the place. Oh my God, her black and blue marks are pretty bad. So Yeah, George, I'm hoping I'm hoping to make it there for that. God, I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'm sure going to try. Um, right. Okay. So it sounds like to you. Um, Hang on a minute. So it sounds like you would pick the T-28, and it sounds like basically for the same reason I picked the RV-8 with asked that question is because of how it flies, what you can do with it. So, David, have you flown an RV-8? Oh, really? How bad is she? How bad's Ashley? Yeah, you don't have to tell the story. Just how bad is she hurt? I'll get the story from you later. Yeah. Well, I got to get you on the sticks of the RV-8, David, because you're gonna love that airplane. If you love your Carbon ZT-28, then you're gonna love the RV-8. They fly so much alike. They really do. Um, so do you like the Flightline P-38 better than the Tiger Cat? Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, I know all about the broken collarbone deal. So she went over the handlebars more than likely. That's my brother. You're funny, Mickey. Good, Paul. Glad to hear that. I love hearing those stories. So that's interesting, Dave. I have the Flightline T-20, the P-38 also. I haven't flown my own yet, but I have flown somebody else's. Um, and yeah, they fly very similar. I thought, uh, what I didn't like about the P-38, and I'm changing on mine, is the dual battery packs and the motors are separate. The battery pack to the left motor, battery pack to the right motor. So if one of the packs die, you lose thrust in that one engine. I don't like that plan at all because we had a battery pack. I was flying the plane for somebody else, and one of the I didn't know what was he put the batteries in it. Hell, at that moment I didn't even know they were separate. I just thought there were you put two batteries in it in parallel, and but they were all hooked together. I didn't realize there were two separate systems. So I was flying it around. I took it back away from him because he said it's flying funny, and yeah, I couldn't get it to trim out. We were flying about half throttle, and it kept wanting to roll to the left, and I couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. And so I'm trimming, and I'm ruddering and trimming and ruddering, and I'm just like, what the hell is this thing doing? And I didn't realize what was going on until we actually found the crash site, which amazingly it was hardly damaged at all. I couldn't believe it. It went down into a tree, but it really didn't hurt it. It was amazing the shape it was in. It was barely damaged. Um, And then when I saw that the battery packs were separated, and then we tested one of the batteries had quit. So I only had thrust in one motor, and that plane won't fly with only one motor. Um, so, all you can do if you lose one engine is shut the other one down, and hopefully you can glide it back to the runway. David Mark Graff, what's up? Good to see you tonight. Flex has good quality control for the most part. Customer service, it's not horrible by any means. It's not just, oh, we'll send you a new one. It's more like, yeah, well, what really happened? And, it's more of that they're on the defensive that, it was more pilot error than something wrong with the equipment. And I don't want to say you have to fight to get anything out of them, but you're going to have to do a little more explaining than just call in and say, hey, I need a new retract. This one failed. So yeah, it's and I'm going by that. Not personally, I haven't any problem with them customer service wise, but Matt, who's in here a lot, he had a bad ESC motor in a jet he bought from them, and they were. And I honestly, I wish he was here right now. He'll be in later. I don't know what the conversation was, but I know he had to end up sending them back the motor and ESC so they could inspect it, and then they sent him a replacement one. So they did take care of him, but it wasn't that, oh, no problem, we'll just send you one kind of attitude. It's more like, are you sure that's what happened? Are you sure that's what's wrong? Well, why don't you send it to us and let's take a look at it? Kind of, attitude, which is kind of normal, but and sometimes understandable. But yeah, so they replaced it. I mean, it wasn't like a big fight, but it was more than a simple phone call. Oh, no school on Fridays, Mickey? So I think I saw a comment up here that I missed. Let me go back. RC Onyx Tuesday. Unix? Unix? No, Unix Tuesday? Is that what? That's a great name. I love that. Oh, that's good. Good to see you, man. Oh, that one in augured in. I love that one too. That's a good one. Okay, I see a question I missed. Yeah, I'll show you a picture of what how big the RV8 is. Hang on a second here. Let me bring that up. Okay. All right, so let's go. go get this image here. There it is right there. So I guess I just need to bring that one to the top. There we go. Okay, so this is how big the RV8 is. Just getting caught up, guys. I'm scrolling back. All the planes you've talked about, the T-28, the RV-8, the Tiger Cat, all 6-channel. They're all 6-channel airplanes. I take that back. The Flex is only 5 channels. There's no retracts. So the RV-8 is 5 channels, not 6. The other 2 are 6, but the RV-8's 5. No retracts. I don't know, Jeff. What do you mean? What who are you talking to me about? What was I flying at the Pilot Ryan event? Or was that question for somebody else? Like I said, I went back to see what I missed. So I missed that question, and I'm not sure if you asked me that or somebody else. And I don't know. I flew a lot of planes at the Pilot Ryan event. So are you referring to like the Corsair, or the P-40, or I'm not sure which plane we're talking about. So I can't find that question again. Where'd it go? Let's see here. Oh, I lost it again. Still getting caught up, guys. Be right back. So it's funny because see, when I run back through these, I'm seeing all these questions I saw, but I missed one, right in between somewhere, because sometimes the scroll jumps because like 3 of you ask this a question at the same exact second, and then all 3 of those populate the chat and zoom the whole thing right off the screen, depending on how long that you guys type. So sometimes that happens. So I miss stuff sometimes. And now the chat's frozen. Oh, there it goes. Let's see here. Da, da, da. Okay, got that. Let's go on. Come on, come on, come on. Almost back, guys. A couple more clicks here. I think I'll be back. So she hit a tree. A lot of guys in here can tell you all about that. Oh, I think my Tiger Cat lands like a dream. God, I love the way that thing lands. Um, come on, come on. Froze up again. Come on. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Come on, let's scroll. There it goes. Da, da, da. Let's see. Here's the graphic. Okay. Mickey, what's up, Kenny? Wow. I think I said hi to you, David Martin Graff, but if I didn't, hello again. Dennis Farley. And I think I forgot to say hello to you, even though I noticed you were here. Sorry about that. How you doing, Dennis? Good to see you, man. And I think I'm caught up. Nope. Hold on. Wait. Please wait. Oh, I hate it when it does that. Stop giving me the please wait crap. So, yeah, I know the picture's still up of me with the RV8. Because I haven't read Truth Still Matters reply to that, if he did. So, it won't give me that last scroll here. It's stuck again. And I keep getting the please wait. There we go. Brian Chambers, what's up? My feelings exactly, David. Call me anything you want, just don't call me late for dinner. So, okay, so I'm caught up. All right, so I'm gonna go back one click here just to see if, because I think it skipped a few when I did that last click. So I'm just checking here. Okay, so boss asked a question about me holding the plane, I guess. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's not a video, guys. It's just a still photo. It just shows you how big the plane is. So let me get that switch back now because we've seen that long enough. Yeah, I'll fly the Tiger Cat in wind, but to a point. If it's looking sketchy, if it's looking, crosswind, too much crosswind, I'm at the point now where if it's a iffy condition, I'm not taking chances anymore. I'm tired of fixing airplanes. So I'm just going to err on the side of caution. I have so many planes to fly that I just don't need to fly something that may not react well to. All right, Keith, I'll see you later. I just don't want to take the chance of dorking it in. All of a sudden I got a gust of wind on final, and I'm just about to touch down, and a big gust crosswind hits it and flips it over. Yeah, I just don't want to take those chances anymore. So where I'm at that point, should I or shouldn't I? I'm always going to err on the side of should not. I'm not. I'm not going to take. I'll just get something else out of the trailer to fly. I usually come to the field with 26 airplanes. I've always got something I can fly. So instead of, damn it, I only have these 6 airplanes, and so I'm going to fly it. Now I've got 26 airplanes. I'm going to find something else to fly. We're not flying that today and break it. Screw that. I'm tired of fixing airplanes. So that's Fred. What's up? Good to see you, man. So that's my new policy. I've just I've had some stupid condition, and it's not even that I heard it bad. It's simple stuff usually. Something came unglued, just got to glue it back, or bent a landing gear a little bit, got to straighten it. It's never big stuff, but it's one more thing now on. I got to put on the needs repair list. I'm tired of putting planes on the needs repair list. So I just don't take chances anymore, and most everything's off the needs repair list. There's still a couple of planes on it, but I've whittled it down quite a bit. I don't want to start adding planes back to the list. Like I said, I'm just going to err on the side of caution, and fly something else. I got just too many planes in the trailer to fly, where I don't have to take that risk. The RV8's never a problem to fly in wind. It doesn't matter. I've been flying that out in a hurricane. It flies fine. So, Mike Bird, what's up, buddy? Thank you so much, man. That is awesome. That is just freaking awesome. Thank you, man. You guys, I can't thank you enough, all of you. For being here, for supporting the channel. I just love all of you guys. Thank you so much. So I'm thinking about starting something on Wednesday nights now. Since GB's going to take a long siesta, I guess. I don't know exactly what GB's doing, but Since there's no show on Wednesday nights, um, I want to do a Q&A session on radio setup, which includes airplane setup. Um, I'm going to focus on the Free Sky Radio with OpenTX and the Radio Master with OpenTX. But you know, if you bring a Spectrum question to the table, I'll do my best to answer it. If I can't answer it, more likely somebody in the chat will have the answer. So that's still welcome to bring to the show. I don't have any. It's not my expertise, but I certainly can help most of the time with uh, um, Spectrum questions too. But like I said, I'm sure somebody will be in the chat. If I can't answer it, somebody can. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. Um, so what I want to hear from you guys is if you like that idea and what time would you like to see that happen? Is that something you want to see happen earlier or maybe later? We start like at 7, 8 and go till whenever, or do we start at 9, 10? What do you guys think? Need some feedback from you. I'd like to hear what you guys think. Hiatus. Yeah, that's a good word. I like that. That's a good word. Yeah, GB is taking a break. You guys can make your own speculation why. I know I have my own. But yeah. So
That's right. All this pencil net. Pencil.
So GB has given up the booze. I don't think so, but maybe. I'm not privy to any of that, but yeah. No, Jerry, I'm not on Monday. I only filled in for Air Marshal. Air Marshal's still going to do his show. He did it last Monday. Um, I'm only filling in for Dave's RC on Friday. Uh, but that's not going to be forever, I don't think. As far as I know, Dave has all the intention of coming back. I don't know that about GB, but I'm pretty certain that Dave's RC's coming back. So yeah, I would just be Wednesdays and Thursdays is all I'll be doing, and that's open too. I mean, I can if you guys think Sunday's a better night than Wednesday, I can do that too. You guys tell me, because there's nothing going on Sunday night either. So I can take the Sunday spot or the Wednesday spot. Both of those are open right now. He got tired of Bam. Yeah. Bam, bam. Yeah, bam, bam. Yeah, we're. um, Spencer wants me to start real late. I'll be the late show. Yeah, like the old Craig Ferguson. Yes, Nick. This is the 5 landing challenge world champion trophy here on the table. Yes, it is. Yep. Thanks for asking, Nick. That's great. I kind of mentioned it earlier at the very beginning, but yeah, we need to mention it again for you guys just getting here. Uh, so yeah. There's the. It came today. So there's my worldwide challenge 5 landing uh, trophy. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that so much. Um, in the new hangar, there's going to be a. I'm going to have all my. I think the way I'm going to set it up is all the really important trophies to me are going to be my backstop back here. I think. I'm thinking I'm going to put maybe the boxes on the wall, and then shelves in front of the boxes with the trophies on. I don't know yet. Still working on that. But maybe the trophies will just be like up the sides and the boxes in the middle. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, that's no. It doesn't open. It's a sealed trophy. You can't open it. This lid doesn't come off. It's just molded on it. You know, it's solid. You know, it doesn't come off. So well, I take that back. You know, I don't think it comes off. It probably comes off if you want to take it apart. Um, yeah, I'd say it's part of the trophy. It's screwed together. So if I wanted to unscrew it, yes, the lid could come off if I want to take the trophy apart. You know, this is actually the top piece that the big long bolt going through the middle goes through, you know, the base, the lower cup, the upper cup, and screws into the headpiece, the lid. And that holds the whole thing together. So the only way to open it would be to unscrew it, which would make the whole trophy fall apart, and then screw it back together without this piece on it, and then it would be open, and then you could fill it with M&Ms. But it's actually the way the trophy's built. It's built into it. It doesn't come apart. Yeah, I hope so, Jerry. You know, I'd love to see Bobby come back. You know, and um, and maybe Bobby wants Friday night because that's not going to interfere with his flying as much. Again, I don't know. There's a lot of options out there right now, guys, and I just want to try to keep you guys entertained, and without stepping on anybody's feet. So, um, and that's why I'm trying to get some feedback from you guys. No, I think Bobby will be back, uh, Jim. I just don't know. I'm not sure he likes the Sunday night deal. If a Friday night opened up instead, um, especially since Ray comes on after. No, Ray's on Monday night. Yeah, nobody comes on after Dave. That's right. We do a Zoom on. Yeah, so Bobby could go as long as he wants on Friday night, and that might not interfere with his flying as much as the Sunday night. So he might want to take Friday if Dave's not coming back. And I know Dave Marshall wants to take Friday, which would leave Monday night open, you know, for 2 hours, and we could do our Q&A radio plane setup stuff on Monday night if Air Marshal moves to Friday night. So there's a lot going on right now as far as slots open for live shows. And Brian, what's up? Good to see you, buddy. But the trophy girls will stay under the desk. Yes. Yes, Brian. The trophy girls will stay under the desk. You're looking for another option for a pilot for the PT. I'll tell you what I think is the best pilot for the PT-17. I don't know where he is at the moment. Where did I put him? My little Kenny looked great in my PT-17. You know, from South Park. Oh, they killed Kenny, those bastards. Yeah, where is Kenny? He was in the... I don't think it fell on the floor again. I think I put him somewhere, but I don't remember where I put him. Do you guys see him here? Is he on the... Wait a minute. Is he up there? No, that's the other thing. Is he in the box? Maybe he's in the box. Hang on a minute. Let me look here. No, it's not in the box. What do I do with Kenny? Yeah, I had my PT-17 on the table, and not the big one. I know you're looking for a bigger one. But I had Kenny as the pilot in there, and he looked hilarious in there. I thought that looked good. I think I'm going to put Kenny in the Wild Willie, actually. Yeah, I know, Jerry. Yeah, Kenny lost Kenny. Yeah, I did. I lost Kenny. I don't know where Kenny is. I thought I had him still. I thought I had put him on a shelf or something here, but I don't see him. So, hang on a second. Let me walk around the front here and see if he might be right in front of the camera here on the floor. He might have fallen off again. I don't know. Let me look. He could be right here. I don't see him. I really think I put him somewhere, but I don't know where I put him now. I can't remember. Yeah, he's not sitting here. Yeah, I don't know where he went. Yep, I've lost Kenny. Oh no! Oh no! It's Sluggo! He's gonna hurt me! Yeah, where the hell Kenny go? Yeah, so I might put Kenny in the Wild Willie, actually. I think that's gonna look even more hilarious than the driver that's supposed to be in there. Oh, here he is. He's still in the other Jeep. The my Radio Shack Jeep. And he's in there pretty tight. I didn't think that would stay in there like that. He's really in there. Wow, he is really in there. Damn. That was a good fit. Yeah, so there's your pilot right there. See what we'll put him in. Yeah, he's a scale pilot. What are you talking about? South Park's real, isn't it? Oh, you saw that, Mike? Yeah. So do you guys remember the Coca-Cola commercials with the polar bear with the scarf? So my 1400 size P-47, my FMS, I had one of those Coke, a little Coke teddy bear, polar bear with the scarf. So I put him inside my P-47. He looks great in there. It's pretty funny. So yeah, so that's where my polar. He's the pilot in my P-47. Yeah, I know. Well, Fred, that's pretty much what's in there. It's the Ratfink with the tall shifter. You know, not the tall shifter so much, but yeah, the pilot that goes, or driver that goes in that Jeep is basically Ratfink. You know, same thing, because you know. he's got the grinny face, and you can easily put the bloodshot eyeballs on him, and yeah, so that's pretty much exactly what he looks like. You guys are familiar with the Ratfink. Uh, that's what we got here. So, but yeah. Hello, Christy. What's up? Yeah, pilots are expensive, guys. The scale ones. Now, Banana Hobbies used to had all their pilots on sale for $1. You know, and you could pick any of them, and they had some really good ones. So I bought a bunch of jet pilot guys that I really like. The white helmet, blue flight suit. So I think I bought 4 or 5 of those um, to have for different airplanes, mostly like the T-28 and jets. Um, yeah, it's just it's a good looking pilot. I think it's one of the better looking pilots, and it's about that 1400 size pilot. So, Keith Christie, what's up? Good to see you, man. So yeah, that's so when Banana Hobbies had them on sale for $1, I bought a bunch of pilots. um, yeah, Dennis, that's a good question. Is that suicide or murder? We'll have to ask Monk. We'll get Monk on the line and see what he thinks. We'll have to see if what his determination of that is. Is it suicide, or is it if you kill your twin brother, is that suicide or is that murder? Oh my God. George is listening very closely to the answer to that question. Yeah, those scale pilots from that place, I forget the name of it. Um, they always had their stuff at like Florida Jets, 12 o'clock high, um, and the other one, Top Gun. The vendor, he's always there, and he's got this table full of scale pilots in every size, and but they're like $85 a piece, and up. Um, so, but they're very scale. You got the helmet, the oxygen mask with the hose, and everything. It's and they're completely foldable. You can sit him down, stand him up, put his legs out, bend his legs, arms. You can pose them in any position. And then a lot of guys have put, like RC Geek, puts that remote in the heads so their heads turn randomly, and there's usually a display there with a cockpit set up with 2 pilots in it, and um, their heads are moving randomly. Yeah, no, Mike, I haven't looked at that yet. Oops, suicide instead of murder. Ronnie, what's up? How you doing tonight? Yeah, they pretty much have them all. They have quarter scale, 6 scale, 8 scale, 10th scale. I think they have a boatload of different size pilots. And all right, Jerry. Hey, have a good night, man. We'll see you later. Uh, oh, is that right, Jeff? Tuco likes that. Yeah. So there's a guy out the field that's got Great Danes that he brings out, and they love chasing my RC vehicles too. But I haven't brought anything out that can outrun them. None of the stuff I brought is any of the fast stuff I have. These Great Danes are pretty fast. you know, those big long legs, man. They can move a big step in one step. It's so yeah, they can catch my RC cars like Wild Willie. No problem catching that. Something like the felony or the what's the other one called? Yeah, they're fast enough to get away from them. But yeah, it's I got to bring something really fast out if I'm gonna let the dogs chase it. The large scale dogs, yeah. So extra large, the 2x scale dogs. Yeah, those things are freaking monsters. So they're good dogs, but they're not going to know that that's not a play toy for them. They haven't bitten one of them yet. They catch it, they get to it, and they put on the brakes and then like stand there and look at it and watch it go by, or I'll stop and they'll stop, and they don't like bite at it or anything, but they're going to either trip over it or hit it or whatever, and not meaning to hurt it, but it's a good chance they're going to break something. So yeah, exactly. These dogs are pretty gentle with it too, but they're so big they're semi clumsy. They navigate through my pit area really well. It makes me nervous every time they walk through there, but they've only bumped an airplane once, and just bumped it. They didn't step on it; they just bumped it. And and these guys are so big. They're two girl dogs, and they're just huge. And yeah, it just makes me a little nervous. And then one day, one of the guys out there had the back of his SUV open, and it's a very similar looking SUV to the owner's wife's vehicle. So they were hot and tired, and they wanted to get out of the sun, so they jumped in the back of his vehicle thinking it was mom's. He was not happy about that. He was very upset about that, and he won't stop talking about it. And the guy that owns the dogs, listen, if they hurt anything, I'll take care of it. Just tell me what you need. I'll take care of it. And then they work something out, and so we're good. And he says, yeah, we're good. But he still brings it up every week about the dogs. Just don't let them jump in my truck and blah blah blah. Like, listen, we're already past that. I took care of it. You said you were good. Stop talking about the dogs, okay? They're not going to jump in your vehicle again. So. Yeah, not bloody cheap. Hmm. That's interesting, Jeff. I wonder what the sound is. Did you balance the prop? Maybe that's the problem. Yeah, that's interesting. I wouldn't. I wonder why it's only certain ones he has a problem with. It's interesting. So he gets Barky just connecting the battery. Hasn't even moved yet, and he's already barking. That's funny. what's up? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, yeah, the outcast, the felony. Yeah, they're way faster than the dogs. So yeah, but you got to turn around at some point. So yeah, it could get sketchy. So yeah, you just got to be careful. Thanks, Roy. Yeah, thank you, buddy. Yeah, I want to thank all my sponsors, and I want to thank my mom and my dad. I want to thank the Academy. I want to. Oh, that's funny. So, what's the next challenge going to be, guys? And who's going to put it on? We can't make Jeff put them all on. We got somebody else has to put one on. It's scaled to the Great Danes. I don't think so, Fred. Yeah, it'd have to be 1-to-1 if it was scaled to the Great Danes. Not one. Well, not 1/5. See, Air Marshal's little UMX Dobermans are like 1/5 scale Dobermans. So, so that would be the scale to your, literally you could probably open the door and they could jump in. I don't think the Great Danes can get in your truck. Yeah, his dogs are great. They're very loving. They'll come. They bark at everybody, but then they stop. It's not like a continuous. Either he yells at them and says, "Hey, stop," or whatever, and they stop, or you tell them once they realize who you are. That they know you, then they stop, and then they start rubbing up against you, wanting you to rub their back, pet them, show them some love. Or if you're eating, of course they want food. They're sitting there licking their chops. Hey, that looks good. Yeah, could I have some of that? No, go away. Go ask your dad. This is my lunch. Oh, come on. You want to share it with me? Don't you? Give you the eyes. You want to share it with me, don't you? No, go away. So what failed, Paul? What did you have to take pictures of? The RC Sailors are doing a knife edge challenge, you think? Why do you say that, Mike? I don't watch their show. Are you being sarcastic because they can't do a knife edge, or have they perfected it to the point where they want to challenge others? What do you mean by that? I stopped watching them years ago. Yeah, Christy, I do too. Um, the dog I have now, it's actually the wife's dog, the ex-wife's dog, whatever. Um, he's a little guy, but he's adorable. I love him. But I think he's Pekingese and um, I forget the other one. But yeah, he's about 11 or 12 pounds. You know, he's bigger than a loaf of bread. Um, so he's not a little tiny thing that you're afraid if you pick him up wrong, you're going to hurt him. And this guy loves the roughhouse, and he just loves it when you start, rolling him around and fighting with him, and he just gets off on that. He loves it. So he's no China doll by any means. This guy likes to play. He likes the roughhouse. Oh yeah, a bull mastiff. Yeah, that'd be a scary, intimidating dog. I think I've been to that museum. I think so. Does it have an upstairs and a downstairs? That museum? Well, that's true, Roach. Roach Coach, what's up? Yeah, yeah. Big dogs definitely have more medical issues than the little dogs. Christy, you're sitting on a dog right now. Well, get off of him. What's the matter with you? What kind of dog you sitting? Yeah, me too, boss. I've had several different size dogs. I wouldn't really want um, Great Danes. That's just too big. I like big dogs, but that's just going too far. Um, I wouldn't want a dog that big. I had a Doberman Shepherd mix. That was a good sized dog. I think she was like 60 pounds. Um, so yeah, Shepherd sized dog's a good sized dog. I like that. So my Doberman Shepherd mix was a good sized dog, good dog. Um, yeah, the Great Danes I think is just too much. I don't think I'd want a Great Dane. Uh, yeah, that's a good sized dog. 45 pounds. Yeah, yeah, that would be a good one. Yeah, that's the other problem with big dogs. Big big appetites. Yeah, I don't think I could afford that. I couldn't afford to feed a Great Dane. That'd be like feeding a jet, a turbine. It's too much. Out of the budget. Oh, Michael, you did? Yep. Flies excellent. Perfect. Good to hear, man. That's great. Yeah, imagine owning a tiger. Yeah, exactly. Holy crap. How many pounds of steak would you have to feed that thing? Forget that, man. Do they have tiger chow? Yeah, there's no way, man. It's just absolutely no way I could afford that. That's just insane. So Nate, what was so fascinating over in Bobby's show that you left me to go talk to him? What am I doing wrong? What do I need to fix? How can I keep your attention over here? Check Wally World? Yeah, yeah, you wouldn't want to miss the feeding of a tiger because you might be on the menu next. Yeah, that's not the kind of animal you want to skip a meal. You weren't here earlier? Really? I thought you were. Oh, that's right. You were in Jeff's show when I asked you how your so you took a break between Jeff's show and Bobby's show. Charles McDaniel, what's up? Good to see you, buddy. So Roy, hey, so now we got that's the camera. I fixed the camera. There was a chrome, some kind of chrome something. Come say hi to my ass. Thanks, Nate. I got the sympathy watch here. So Roy, yeah, here's the green with the camera. I had some kind of chrome uh, effect turned on. I don't know why. I don't know why I did that, but it was I found it, turned it off, and now the color's correct. So how does the green stripe look now? Because that's the correct color now. Yeah, I'm happy with this. I like this way better than the brown with the snake. I think this looks much better. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this. Mike, there's two ways to look at that. Um, they don't need those fang teeth and the claws if they're not out fighting for their food. Okay, if they're domesticated cats that live in a house, um, because you gotta realize that if they start roughhousing, they could accidentally do some serious damage. That would cost you in medical bills alone. You know, a year's salary. So it's not like they take that stuff off of them, the claws and the teeth, and then return them to the wild. They don't need that stuff to fend for themselves. They get a meal handed to them on a plate every day. They don't have to fight for their food. So, you know, so all the love that they get, you know, I don't think they miss it. Honestly, I think they're probably okay with, being declawed. Because the love they're getting, the care they're getting. I don't know if I watch them all the time. I'm a big animal lover, guys. I got to tell you. And when I see trainers reunited with the tigers or the lions or whatever that they, you know, raised, and how much, they grab them, they hug them, the cats hug them. They're so happy to see their old trainers, and I just, it brings tears to my eyes sometimes to see how much love, um, it's good to see it. I mean, I really love seeing that, you know. So and I'm sure it's overwhelming for them as well to see the response they're getting, from the love that these animals are showing them. So, well, Mike, the problem is they would probably be destroyed. There just aren't that many places that are willing to take a big cat like that. So, if they couldn't keep them, without declawing them, then they would probably be put to death. Put to sleep. So you got to look at that too. Well, that's okay, Mike. You're entitled to your opinion. You know, that's I just look at the big picture. Um, yeah, that's kind of it's a big commitment, to take on something like that. To have a large cat like that as a pet. You gotta be all in on that one. And it's really not a domesticated animal, so you know, one if you forget to feed it one day and it gets hungry enough, it might just you know, you just never know. Okay, Barry, you said it. Yeah, what was it, Frigman? I can never say it right. Frigman and Roy, the White Tiger show out in Vegas. Um, you know, the cat trying to protect his owner picked him up by his head, and the cat did more damage than him falling off the stage. You know, of course, the cat didn't mean to, but that's how the cat picks up its young. You know, and he was trying to protect his owner, so he picked him up by his head and carried him off stage, and that caused him more injury than falling off the stage the way he did. So, you know, of course, the cat didn't mean it. You know, the cat loves his owner, but he just doesn't know his own strength. It's a big damn cat, and you know, so thank God they wanted to put the cat down, and thank God they stopped that. I think they did anyway. I don't think they went through with it, but animal control wanted to put the cat down, and yeah, the two. Well, actually, the one turned blonde later. Originally, he was dark hair, and the other one was blonde. But yeah, they had a big show in Vegas for years. I mean, you know, decades. I think. Um, Alan Gentry, what's up? Okay, Mike, I'm not sure what the Tyson story is, but that's funny. Lyndon Stewart, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. It's not my fault. My cat is a big asshole. Well, sure you are, Paul. It's always the parents' fault how their kids are. You can't blame the kids. It's the parents. Is this the right channel? All I see is cats and dogs. Yeah, it's raining. That's why you're seeing cats and dogs. It's raining. Yeah, Tyson bit more people than his tiger. Hey, now that's an idea, Barry. Yeah. Yeah, let's book him a trip to a petting zoo. Hint, hint. Wink, wink. Yeah, Mike, but think if he didn't have teeth. So he wouldn't have been able to bite off a piece of that ear. So if we'd have de-teethed Tyson, we wouldn't have all this fun to tell stories about right now because it wouldn't have happened. all the Tyson jokes would be gone. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what happened with Che. I know. Um, I know he's a little mad at me, and Oh yeah, I love that plane. That's a beautiful airplane. That PT-17 is awesome. Well, Roach, I'll tell you why we kept repeating that music is because I tried a bunch of different music with it. It just didn't work. You know, the watching him running around with that music made me laugh. I was laughing the whole time. I kept trying different music, and none of the other music was making me laugh. It just wasn't for me. It just wasn't getting it done. You know, I wanted to be laughing about it the whole time, and so that particular music just seemed to work with it for me. Um, so if I could use the Benny Hill music, that would be really funny. But of course, it's copyrighted, so I wouldn't be able to monetize it. Um, yeah, right. And it's not a big deal. So I'll tell you what happened. Um, so we were talking on one of somebody's show one night. And we were all gabbing about radios and stuff, and I recommended to get a radio master so that he could try out all the different platforms because it'll do Spectrum, it does Free Sky, Fly Sky. He had a Fly Sky radio. So, and he was doing some Spectrum stuff. So, all the equipment he has would keep working with the Radio Master radio. It would fly the Fly Sky stuff, it would fly his Spectrum stuff, and if he wanted to try the Free Sky stuff. So, I recommended that radio. And he took the advice, but then he ended up buying um, the expensive one. What the hell? I forget the name of it right now. The Jetty. So he bought the Jetty radio. So I was a little disappointed that he went that way, and because I knew what was going to happen. Um, he's an awesome pilot. I mean, he got awesome quickly, like I did. Um, but I stayed within my means. Okay, I never, we're talking back in '73. We didn't have jets. We didn't have, well, we did, but not like today. So I stayed with my Quickie 500 and my quarter midget, planes, and that's what I flew. Um, and because of affordability, for no other reason. I mean, if I had money, I'd have probably bought crazy planes. But so mad's probably not the right word. I think Che's a little upset with me, but I wouldn't say he's mad at me, but he's a little upset with me. So I just kind of, because I knew what was going to happen. I knew he was going to crash that jet. You know, not because he's not a good pilot. He's a great pilot, but we've all been there, guys. We all crash. Everybody crashes. Shit happens. It happens every day. Um, Sometimes it's our mistakes because we're learning. Sometimes it's just shit happens. So I knew he just spent all that money on that jet and all that money on that radio, and I knew it was going to crash. And then it did. And he was so pissed off because he spent all that money, and that jetty radio didn't stop the crash. And when I say I knew he was going to crash it, listen, he's a great pilot, but he doesn't have any experience. He's only been flying for a year. Okay? So he doesn't have any experience. Not much. So how do you recover from a stall? How many of you guys know what is the last part of the airplane it stops flying? What do you still have control of? When the plane stalls, you still have control of one part of the airplane, the rudder. So did he think to use the rudder to recover? Probably not. How many of you guys would have thought to use the rudder to recover instead of the ailerons? You're all going to fight the aileron to try to get the plane right side up when it rolled upside down. But the rudder's the part of the plane that would have still worked. So it's just that experience thing, which is where Jason Merkel and I had a little conversation, when he was, giving me crap about my show and stuff. and we're fine. Jason and I are fine, but we were having a little fun one night, and he was picking on me because I've been doing this for 48 years. What, does that make you a better pilot? No, just makes me with more experience. That's all. Been doing it longer. I've got more experience. It's just a fact, you know. And so after the plane, so the radio thing happened before the plane crashed. You know, that I, you know, was a little disappointed that he bought the Jetty radio. And then the plane crashed. And I, you know, 5 minutes after he put the video up, I texted him and said, dude, you know, it stalled. And his reply back to me, no, it didn't stall. You know, you know, it was something else. It didn't stall. And then that other guy comes on the comments. That you know, he was a flight instructor, full scale, blah blah, and he said the same thing. It stalled. So now Chase believes he stalled the plane, but because I said it first, you know, and he didn't think I was right, and now I am. Okay, so I was kind of upset that he bought the Jetty radio, and now I tell him he stalled the jet. So yeah, so that's what you don't see him in my shows anymore because he's on Bobby's show every night, Thursday night. And I, you know, listen, I take responsibility for that. It's my fault, you know, that he left me here. I don't think we're enemies or nothing. I'm sure if we ever flew together, we would both say hi to each other and hang out and everything would be cool. But I think he's a little upset, and he doesn't come here anymore. You know, he's over on Bobby's show. And for you guys that don't know, Bobby started about 39 episodes ago, I think. He runs a show the same time my show is on Thursday night. And several of you guys are in his show, and I know who you are because I'm watching the show. You know, I flip back and forth, and I see who's over there. So I know everybody that goes over to Bobby's show, who they are, and how long they stay over there. So, and Shay's usually a guest on Bobby's show on Thursday nights. But even like tonight, he wasn't a guest, and I didn't see him in the chat tonight either. I think the new job is causing Che to not be as visible anymore. I think this new job, being a manager at this car dealer, or not a car dealer, but a car manufacturer. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but he took a manager's position at a car manufacturer, an electric car. It's called the Raven, something like that. I looked it up. It's a cool, they're making an SUV and a truck, all electric. Very cool looking vehicle. So he took a supervisor position at that manufacturing plant, and I think they're working him a lot, just like Air Marshal. You know, you don't see a lot of Air Marshal anymore either, because his new job is demanding a lot more of his time than before. So I think that's what's going on with Che. I think, you know, this job is demanding much more of his time. He doesn't have the free time he used to have, and that's why we're not seeing videos. You don't see him in the chats. You know, so I think the world of the guy. I love him. I think he's a big influence on the hobby. I think he's great for the hobby. I think somebody that can come into the hobby as quickly as he did and do as well as he's done, you know, grown quickly, you know, promotes the hobby in a good way that, you know, hey, you can do this, you know, come join us. Don't be intimidated. Don't run from it, you know. And if you crash, get back on that horse, you know, which Che has done every time he's had a problem. You know, he gets right back on the horse. He doesn't let it defeat him. And that's perfect. That's exactly what we need. So, yeah, Dave's RC, I miss him too. Yeah, I've been contacting him regularly trying to get a response. He's still not responding. But I know he's getting the messages because my phone tells me it's been delivered. Where before, you know, for a while he didn't have a phone. So he couldn't get anybody's calls or texts because he didn't have a phone. So now I know he has a phone. He's just still not responding to it. So I get all my information from Dave from Shadow. And, you know, So hopefully soon we're gonna see a return of Dave. Um, I'm hoping very soon because I miss him a lot. Um, so, but we just got to give him time. I know he's working through some things, and we just got to give him our prayers and some relief, and let him work it out. And so yeah, Air Marshals, same thing. He took on this position at this new company. He has to fly to Pennsylvania, I think once a month, spend a week there. Um, it's taken a lot of his time. He had missed a show in over a year, and he's missed 2 shows now that I filled for him because he just can't. You know, uh, it's just too much. Between the job and um, yeah, Paul, I agree 100%. I love the man. I've got to meet him in person. Uh, I know we talk a lot on the phone, and I know that if I needed something, that man would be there. If I called him and said, "Dude, I need your help," he would be in his car and on the way. Um, and I'd be the same for him. So, it's just he's a super good guy. I really, really like him. And I love Che. I think the world of him. His wife's fantastic. I mean, he's a lucky man. He's got a great wife that films for him and loves the hobby with him. I'm jealous. Hell, who doesn't want a wife like that? That films for you and supports you and you know is behind you. She's not bitching at him because he crashed a $3,000 airplane. She's sympathetic to his loss, and is behind him 100% to fix it. Get another one. You know, so God bless him. I think that's fantastic. So, yep, Lyndon Air Marshal is an awesome guy. And again, I think the world of him too. We talk a lot on the phone too, and yeah, Dave's a great guy. That's why we had this little fun with the FU. It's an inside joke between the two of us that is still funny. Every week when he says it to me or I say it to him, it's just funny. We we both laugh at ourselves. So, but yeah, Dave's a super guy. So anyway, so yeah, so that's just my feelings on the. I think these jobs are hurting Che and Dave a little bit. That's why we're seeing less of them, and I think Che's upset with me a little bit. Not like he hates me or nothing. I don't believe that. I'm sure we're good that way, but I think he's upset with me enough that he'd rather support Bobby's show instead of mine. So, um, and I'll take the blame for that. You know. Um, yeah, Barry, exactly. There's a lot of really great guys in this hobby, and then there's Kenny. Yeah, so maybe we should kill him. That bastard. We need to kill Kenny. Uh, um, do I hate it when they don't respond? No. Because they might be busy with something. You never know what's going on at the other end. It depends on what you say and what the response is. I mean, if you text them and say, "Hey, I'm in the middle of something right now. I'll get back to you later." Great, that's great. But at the same time, maybe they don't get the message. You know, um, a lot of times I'm shown on Facebook run because it's running in background on my computer. Believe me, I'm not on Facebook. I'm never on Facebook. When Spencer sends the Facebook notification out for a Zoom, don't get that. You know, I find out later when if you know, hey, I wonder if I got a Facebook from Spencer, and I go and have to go look. Oh, I did. Yeah, an hour ago. Oh well, you know, because I'm never on Facebook. It's not my place. I'm not really a big fan of Facebook. I don't know how to use the damn thing. I can't find nothing. Uh, Pay attention, Kenny. Did I miss another joke at my expense that I missed? I have to go back and look. Is that what? It's twice. I guess I have to go back and look. Let me see what I missed. Oh, I know you're kidding, Barry. If that's what you're thinking, I'm missing. Of course. Listen. I know who my friends are here. You know, I know who my friends are, and I know who the guys are that are kidding me, but they're not really kidding. You know, I'm not loved by everybody. So, so anyway, I don't spend any time on Facebook, but everybody thinks I'm on there all the time because sometimes it's running in background and I don't know it. So they see the little green dot behind me. Oh, Kenny's on Facebook. No, I'm not. Trust me, I'm not. It's, you know, strictly, it's running in background and either on my phone or on my computer. Who knows? I don't even know which part of what you know is, you know. But yeah, so I'm just not a Facebooker. I'm not. I don't post anything on Facebook, especially personal stuff. Oh, that's funny. So somebody's posting, reminding you every 3 minutes. Yeah, if it's from Spencer, it's a trap. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. He's sent me plenty of that. Not safe for work stuff on Facebook. You know, thank God I'm not working because if I don't open some of the stuff he sent me, oh my God. So yeah, so I'm just not a Facebooker, guys. It's just not my. Uh, yeah, it served the purpose. Hey, what's up, Micah? What's up? Good to see you, man. You know, when I first joined Facebook, it was I just wanted to catch up with uh, friends from high school. I think our 20th reunion was coming up, and I wanted to see who was going. And I thought, hey, maybe I should get on Facebook and reconnect. And so that's what I did it for. And um, and it worked great for that. But after that, you know, am I going to post? Oh, I'm out to dinner tonight. We're having. I just ordered a big steak. No, I'm not. The world doesn't need to know what I'm having for dinner tonight. What time I had a bowel movement after my dinner tonight. It's just not, you know. And people put every aspect of their life on there. Some people do, and I don't. I'm just not going to do that. I don't need to share every part of my life on Facebook. It's not what I want to do. So it reminds me of an episode I just watched today on House. This girl and her boyfriend were fighting because she puts her whole life. She blogs everything. You know, they're trying to figure out what's wrong with her in the hospital, and she's asking the world, "What do you think?" And they wanted to replace a heart valve in her heart, you know, with either a synthetic valve or a pig valve. What would you think? You know, so she let the world decide which one to pick, the pig valve or the synthetic. You know, and I'm just, I'm like, oh my God. So, yeah, it's not my thing. You know, nothing wrong with it for the people that like to do it. It's fine. It's just not me. I got better things to do than post my entire life story on Facebook. Oh, you had the stream going in two windows. Yeah, that'll make it echo for sure. Yeah. So we'll find any great new shit there. You know, I go to Dollar Tree regularly. No, nothing new. You know, you won't find something new at, at Dollar Tree until you look for something new at Dollar Tree. I already have my go-to stuff I go to there. Um, uh, some of the stuff I haven't bought yet, but I'm definitely gonna when I need it. Um, they sell some really cool dinner plates for $1. You know, regular China, real China dinner plates, not like fancy China, Bakelite, whatever. I mean, it's not a paper plate. It's not a plastic plate. It's a real, you know, porcelain or whatever it's made out of plate. And they have square ones, you know, that have a cool color scheme on them, and they have round ones, and you know, for $1, you know, so you can buy a 4-place set of plates for $4, and then, you know, 4 glasses for $4, and you know, so you basically can get a whole setup for you know, $16. You know, 4-place settings complete for about $16. And it's none of it's plastic crap. It's, you know, real silverware, real glass, real porcelain, or whatever, you know, whatever a plate's made out of, that if you drop it on the floor it breaks. So yeah, they have fake Christmas trees for $1, Fred. So yes, they do. And they have all kinds of tree products. They have a lot of paper goods in the Dollar Tree. A lot of paper goods. So, yeah, yeah, 4 forks for $4. Actually, I think they have setups like a fork, knife, and spoon for $1. You know, 1 fork, 1 knife, 1 spoon. I think they actually sell them that way too. It depends on, you know, what you pick, um, but no toilet paper? No, they have toilet paper there too. Mine's not out anymore. They were out for a little while, but they've got plenty now. So yeah, you can buy toilet paper there for $1. Forking overpriced. I'm starting to buy a lot more stuff there, you know, because of the prices have gone up so much. Like, for instance, the Keebler fudge striped cookies, for instance. Publix just had them buy one get one, and I thought, oh, buy one get one, good deal. But they have the exact same quantity, you know, bag of cookies or package of cookies at the dollar store for $1. So even buy one get one, you know, the cookies are like $3.59, so you're getting one free. So even splitting that in half is $1.50 to $2, you know, almost $2 a package. And I can get them at the Dollar Tree for $1 each instead of almost 2. So it's still half the price, even when they buy one get one. And I think they taste just as good as the Keebler ones. I'm not that fussy. So instead of buying the buy one get ones, I thought, nah, I'm just gonna go buy the Dollar Tree ones. I still say don't trust the pregnancy test. Okay, I give you that one. Dennis, you out of here? All right, buddy. Have a good night, man. We'll see you later. Yeah, I've been. They had some juices on sale. The vitamin water. You know, the 32-ounce uh, bottle of the vitamin water. They had them on sale for 85 cents each. And then on top of that, it was buy 3 get 1 free. Well, that's way better than the dollar store because that's $1 a piece. That would have been $4. Okay. And this one you got 4 of them for just over $3 at 85 cents a piece. And the 4th one's free. So yeah. So that was a good deal. So all yours come back negative. Thank God for that, Wild Bill. You out of here, Ron? All right, man. Have a good night. We'll catch you later. I don't know. What's Patriot Supply, Michael? I haven't heard of that one. What's that one? Oh, come on, Fred. When have you been discretionary? Let it go. Yeah, let it rip. Who cares? Yeah, Mike Eagle Scout. Always prepared. He's ready for a hurricane or a nuclear storm any day. He's got food and building supplies for years. He can stay underground for years, just eating and building foam airplanes. Oh, survival food. Gotcha. Oh, yeah, I think I have seen those commercials. Yeah. You have several food running around the backyard when needed. Oh my God. Yeah, some Chinese noodles and roadkill. So, Michael, why only 3 months of survival food? You know, if we have a big, if China bombs us, you're going to need more than 3 months worth of. You know, if you want to survive. I'm going to ground zero. I don't want to survive. I don't want to be wounded. I want to be gone instantly. I want it painless. I'm going straight to ground zero. And just sit there on the hood of my car. Bring it. Let's go. Yeah, Roy, that's my world challenge. World champion. Uh-oh, I killed Kenny. Yep, that's my world challenge trophy. My 5 landing worldwide challenge. Yep, there it is. Michael, yeah, they're not bombing us yet. John, what's up? Good to see you. Yeah, I killed. Well, no, he's okay. Here, let me let me just wipe him off here. He's okay. He's a trooper. He's all right. You can't kill Kenny, those bastards. Kenny's back. You bastard! You killed Kenny. All right, Jeff. Have a good night, buddy. Maybe you'll pop back in later. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for the trophy, man. Love it. Thank you. So Kenny bailed on Kenny. Well, he tried to, but I brought him back. He's not getting away that easy. You got lost for a few minutes? Do we need to send you a pre-script for following along there, Christy? I don't know why. I keep scrolling the screen back over, but it just won't stay. I guess I'm just going to turn the page back down, I guess. It doesn't like being big. So we'll shrink it back down. See how it likes that. So what are you smoking, Christy? Following me again? Well, that's interesting. It's still not fitting. Why is that not fit now? I hate when that happens. That's why you make weird faces in Zoom. No, I think you make weird faces in Zoom because of the content. I think we all make weird faces in Zoom. Yeah, Michael, that will be fun. Yeah. I think probably um, I think the vegan's going to be my first one. I think I want to do the vegan first. And I think I might just order the kit and then trace out um, the parts, so I'll have patterns to make more than one of them. But I'm thinking that's where I'm going to go with the vegan. I think I'm actually going to order the kit on that one. Oh, bite your tongue, Barry. I like the hot weather. I'm just never liked. I lived in Cleveland. I endured winter snows, heavy snow. That's the snow belt for 23 years, and I don't miss it. I just never was a winter person. I don't like winter games, winter sports, really much. Um, really, Michael? I thought. Um, well, I've got the plans, so I can just scratch build it. But I got all the flights I saw that thing. It flew great. And I could have sworn I just looked it up and they were still selling it. My my computer's frozen again. Not the whole thing, just the mouse. I can't move the mouse cursor for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Oh, okay. Now we've got it back. Yeah, that'll be great, Michael. Have you ever met him before, or is this your first time? Yeah, oh, that's true. Yeah, that is one good thing about the cold. The bugs stay away. So yeah, there's that. Uh, oh. What the hell?
video. Hallo, servus, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Felicia. I'm originally from Munich, Germany, but Cincinnati, Ohio since tell the title, this isn't a normal video like you're used to on my channel. This isn't about cultural differences between Germany and the US. You can come close and
Clean my mouse? No, it's a touchpad, Christy. Yeah, it's not. It's not a mouse. Oh, the aircraft carrier landing challenge. Yeah. Um, See, Paul, I don't want to be accused of trying to make it too hard, you know, and so that I'm going to win. And if I do it, I'm not going to be in it. So I guess I could do the aircraft carrier landing challenge, but I'm not going to enter. If I'm hosting it, I'm not entering it. So who wants to do the aircraft carrier landing challenge? If I put that challenge up, who's gonna join it? Who's gonna compete? Where have you seen that at, Michael? These foam painted in colors. Where'd you see that at? I haven't seen that. Yeah, Paul, I remember you saying that. Um, so what did Horizon do for you? Oh God, midget porn. Here we go. No, Pornhub's later. Spencer's wieners up for sure. Uh-oh, what happened, Roach? Why'd you have to redo the landing gear? No, it's on the flight test uh, store looking at the planes to see which ones were discontinued. Since Michael said that the vegan was discontinued, I wanted to see what else was missing. So I took a second to go look at airplanes. Sorry, guys. That's my Pornhub, by the way. Oh, that's funny you say that, Fred. Yeah, our the guy that owns our field, he makes us chili every weekend. Big pot of chili, almost every weekend. So he wants to keep us warm. So yeah, if you're out there flying during the winter when it's cold out there, there's food. He cuts all this firewood. We have a big bonfire in a fire pit going 24/7 pretty much, and he's always got chili out there. Feeds us, um, and he won't take our money. He charges absolutely nothing. He will just won't take our money. It's a great place, guys. It really is. None of your current flyers have wheels. Is that by choice? So what did they actually say, Paul? I mean, are they looking into it? Did you have to ship it back? What's you know what's the what are they saying? It didn't take off. uh, so when you say they're colored, I mean, are they like all detailed with you know drawn on panel lines and decals kind of colored, or just solid colors? You know, are they actually imprinting them with what would make them look real? Because that would be freaking awesome. Um, yeah, Air Marshal, we tried that for a while. It just the food was going bad. You know, it wouldn't stay fresh the entire week, and we were ended up throwing too much food away. Um, yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything about that, but I noticed that. Yeah, your wheels, your mains. I don't think the nose gear was a problem, but the mains were sticking down too far. When they were up, you know, I got mine tucked all the way in where they, like the real plane, it's designed to land on the wheels if the wheels are up. The wheels touch the ground and roll. So if they have to make a wheels up landing, it'll still land on the wheels and roll on the wheels, mitigating the damage to the airplane. The fuselage is not going to take any major impacts because the plane's going to roll on the wheels. Um, just some of the stuff that's hanging down past that, maybe an antenna or something, will get ripped off, but the rest of the plane's not going to suffer any damage. And when I saw your videos, I noticed that the wheels, when they were in the up position, were hanging down, and I didn't think that was a problem. I mean, I thought it would probably work okay. Did you just was there an issue with the way they were working, or you just didn't like the look of it with them hanging out that far? Oh, that's sweet, Michael. I gotta go check that out. That sounds cool. So, Roach, did you have a problem with the first test? I mean, it all worked right? You didn't have any problems, or did you? I thought the first test was successful. I got you. Okay. All right. Well, hopefully this will fix it. Yeah, I went way overkill on the way I did it. Your way looks much better. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't know if yours is going to be as strong as mine. You know, the only way I can explain it is like mine's built like steel rails on a conventional car, and yours is more of like an indie monocoque design. So which one's stronger? Yours is definitely lighter, just like IndyCar is definitely lighter. I don't, it's hard to say which setup's stronger. Um, but yeah, mine's just solid wood. I got three long sticks of wood glued together and against the wall and against the floor of the when the plane's upside down of the wheel cavity on each side. So there's six pieces of wood on each side, and on the side where the wheel is, I had to cut those shorter so that the wheel would pass the wood, and on the other side they go full length because I wanted as much foam contact for leverage that I could get. So I made them super long, as long as I could make them, full length of the pod, um, and glued bottom, side, and together. I I think I put them in one at a time. I think I put the bottom ones in, made sure I didn't get glue above the, because I wanted the next one to sit flat on the piece of wood that's there. And then I added more glue and put the next one in, and did it in layers. So there's glue between each wood block, glue down the side of the block, glue top and bottom of the block, front and back of the block. As much as I couldn't do front on the side where the wheel was, but I could on the other side. And holy crap! So where's John posting this stuff, guys? Is he doing that on Facebook? Is he? I'm sorry. Well, yeah, or on YouTube, or where's he posting this stuff? Oh, is there another new Jeep out? Oh, okay, Michael. I'll have to go check that out. Yeah, I'm never on Facebook. I don't know shit on Facebook. All right, Air Marshal, you take over the show for a few minutes. I'm gonna go get a refill. I know you can handle it. Just hold court while I'm gone. I'll be right back, guys. All right. What'd I miss? What'd I miss? What'd I miss? Ugh. It's the best show I've had because I'm not here. Is that what you're saying, Ryan? Am I reading between the lines? Holy crap. There was a lot of chat going on while I was gone. Oh my god, that thing's $1,000? Holy crap. Okay, I'm just getting caught up, guys. Oh, it's $1,100. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm off the Dollar Tree again. No, but I almost brought some Dollar Tree snacks out with me. uh, yeah, yeah, Roach. Can you imagine? You know, get all the flight pilots, all of us RC pilots that go out there and stand on the dock. Get that ship in here. We want to unload it. Get it in here. You're gonna have a Black Friday sale, Air Marshal? Oh God! Well, one of the ships on fire the other day. Oh, great. You know, I really have a 262, Michael. I don't just have the box. Yeah, Michael, it won't go away. For sure, it won't go away, but it might be relocated on his property, which will probably um, I don't. It won't shut down, but it might not be jet worthy for a while. You know, anything that needs good, smooth runway, anything with big balloon tires like that will be fine. Because worst case scenario is we're just going to have to move the field. And I was scoping that out the other day too. And it looks like it'd be real easy not to move our connects and everything. Just move everything to the other side of it and cut a new runway right behind it. We'd have to take some trees down, but that would give us access to our big lake that we can fly off of. The little pond one over here by the runway is always full of grass. This other one's always perfect. The water's clear, clean, so we'd be able to use the float plane side much more. So it'd be, and then the sun would be at our back as well, all day. So no, our field's not going away per se. There's a potential. Okay, so the property that borders Bowes Field was bought by a construction company. They're putting a big housing development in there. Now, right now, they're not developing the 40 acres between our flying field and the part they're working on. There's a 40-acre square that they're not developing, and that's our buffer. between the housing development and the field. And I suggested that Bo give up half of the field to the side of us that's grazing land for his cows, give up half, 20 acres of it at the very back, and swap it with 20 acres in the front of their field to give us a 20-acre buffer that Bo wouldn't have to do anything to. He wouldn't have to develop it or nothing. Just leave it undeveloped just the way it is. But that would give us a 20-acre buffer between the housing and the flying field. Because if they back those houses right up to the field, we're going to have problems. People are going to be crashing airplanes in people's backyards. The kids are going to come over the fence to come watch the airplanes. And it's going to be a problem. And then the next thing you know, we're going to get shut down by the county because they're going to sign a petition to say we can't fly airplanes. And then if that does happen, which is not going to happen for years, because they haven't even petitioned the county for plots yet. It's just undeveloped. The other part, they've already got it all mapped out with the county, the roads, the plots, the size of the plots, how many plots, all that's already done. They haven't done that with the 40 acres that's adjacent to the field yet. So that's undeveloped and even unmapped. So they'd have to map it first before they can develop it, and then they'd have to start putting houses on it, and that's years away. Especially since it looks like they want to develop their section going farther west to the field and north. So they're probably going to do that section first anyway before they worry about this 40 acres adjacent to the flying field. But in the meantime, I told Bo to get his attorney on that and see if they're willing to swap catty corner 20 acres. Their 20 here, we'd get, and they'd get our 20 in the back, and then we'd have that 20-acre buffer between the housing development and our field. Honestly, it'd probably be better off if we lost that location and had to move it, because we could make a much better field if we moved it. We could set it up where the sun's at our back all day, and the runways would be clearer. We'd have access to the water for the float planes, and it would probably be a much better layout. But, at the same time, it's going to be a lot of work for us to do that, because we're going to be the ones that do the work. Bo can't afford to hire somebody to do it, so if we want a flying field, we have to do it. And that's fine. Everybody would chip in. That's not even a problem. So, but yeah, now we're not losing our field anytime soon. I just, I know what they're doing over there, and I was foreseeing the future, what's going to happen, and trying to head it off before it happens. If we can make a deal before they submit to the county, what they want to do with that 40 acres, we can make it happen. Once they've submitted it to the county, they're not going to trade us nothing. They're going to just go with what they did, and then we're going to have to deal with it. So I was hoping, we could make a deal and head that off now and not have to worry about it. So, because losing 20 acres over here to the side is not going to affect Bo at all. The cows have way more grass to eat than they can possibly eat, and that 20 acres isn't going to make any difference. But it would give us that 20-acre buffer between that part of the property and the flight site part of the property, which would turn out to be wonderful if we could make that happen. So we'll see. So, what were we? Oh, I know what I wanted to look at. You guys were talking about this new Horizon Jeep. I want to go look at it. Oops. Oops. Gotta get back to the right page. Ghost Rider? Yeah, buy two, Kenny. Yeah, for sure. That's definitely in the budget. I'll buy two of those $1,100 Jeeps. Yeah. Yeah. I'd need Ryan money to do that. Well, I don't know. Is it? All right, so I'm looking at the feed. Same stuff's here. So is this the Jeep, this new giant SCX6? Is that? I guess that's it, huh? Let me take a look at this. Yeah, pre-order now. Yeah, $1,100. Oh my God. So the way they have those three Jeeps stacked, the little yellow one, I have that one. I want the orange, the 10th scale orange one, but it's too expensive. And yeah, there's the green one's not in the budget. I couldn't afford that. No way, no how. So, but I really like the orange one. I want that one pretty bad, but it's out of my budget right now. I got an email from UPS today, wanting to know if I want to come back to work. So I sent him the form. We'll see what happens. I'm surprised I got that, but we'll see what happens. So I filled it out, sent it back. They said check back in a couple days, and we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get another seasonal job at UPS. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. That's the same size as my this giant Hummer I have down here. Um, yeah, it's amazing. I paid $100 for the Hummer. The doors open, all the lights work. Um, it it has engine sound. I think it's got turn signals. All that. It has all of that stuff. And it was $100, and this one's $1,100. You know. So yeah, wow. Oh, this one's flown, Lyndon. It's a good flyer. The only thing I did to it was repainted the nose. It used to have where this green stripe is here. It used to have a brown. This was dark brown, and it had a decal on it that was this yellow snake in it. I didn't like it, because this is the Arrows Corsair. So I just, I was looking at it and I'm saying, you know what? Screw that. I'm going to paint that damn thing because I don't like that stupid snake. So before my show one night here, I farted with it like an hour before the show, and I pulled the snakes off, taped it off, and I painted it white first with primer, and then I painted the green, and I finished it up on the show. I excused myself twice during the show to go put another coat of paint on it. And then I brought the plane out here and untaped it right here. Took the tapes off and cleaned up a little bit of overspray in a couple spots. And there it is. And I wanted to test my camera because my camera was showing it wrong. Do I really want to do what again? I hated it the last time. What are we talking about here, Marshall? What did I not do? What don't I want to do again? So, Tara, you checking out? All right, have a good night, buddy. So, yeah. So anyway, so I painted it to green. I still have to clear coat it. I haven't cleared it yet. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Oh, of course it's a totally different animal. Yeah, no, the Hummer's a crawler. I mean, it goes nice and slow and crawls over anything. I don't know if the big one, the $1,100 one's a rocket ship or a crawler, but yeah, totally different animal. But to put them side by side, they're going to be the same size, and the detail is going to be very equal. It's got every rivet, handle, fixture. It's got all the detail on it. The hood opens, the doors open, the hatch opens in the back. It's amazing how much detail. The lights work. It's engine sound. I can't remember if it's got a working horn or not. I think the horn works. I'm not sure. Yeah, I bought that it's been at least 10 years. I've been here 7, almost 8, and I had it at the old house. So I bought it before I moved here. Oh, the UPS thing. Well, I'm not going to do the same job. I'm not going to do the drive my own car deal at UPS this time. I've applied for 2 different positions. They're still looking for a part-time supervisor, so I applied for that again. And I want to do, if I'm going to do the drive your own vehicle deal, I want to be the guy that goes to a subdivision and delivers everything from a